Thank you.
Thank you, Donna. Bye-bye. Have a
Welcome.
great day.
Thank you. Have a good day. Oh, people in here. Good Saturday morning. Welcome, everyone. It's good to have you here this morning.
Donna.
Hey, Joyce, how you doing?
Okay, I don't want to take up much time of the class,
Mhm.
but I wanted to tell you my experience with Spotify.
Yeah, go for it.
I was very, when I signed up for the class, I was very excited because I was going to be able to have my little playlist,
Mhm.
and I worked at it. So,
Uh-huh.
I previewed the music, and then when I needed to download it on my playlist, I finally got a hang of it.
You got it? Okay.
Yeah, and so I made my Delphonics, my Shy Lights, Intruders, So anyway, so I did that, and I put in. They had something where you have your list of songs, your favorite songs. So I made these lists, and this is only for my own benefit.
Right.
And about two maybe Mondays ago, I didn't look at it for the first weekend, but I decided I was going. My brother had an appointment that I had to go with him, a doctor's appointment. So I thought I was going to listen to the playlist. So then when I got into the playlist, I see that there are changes. And it says on every song, it says something about preview. And I said, well, what are they doing? And
did they make a change? They might have.
I don't know what they did, but I just I felt violated. I mean, I really did that. I mean, I just felt violated. I know I didn't own the songs. It wasn't my songs, but I made this playlist and I said, well, this is the saying I have.
So it's only letting you preview?
But I mean, I already did that. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. But does it let you, can you play the playlist all the way through?
No, because every time I tried to play the first song, some other song preempted it and I couldn't understand what was going. So I just decided, and I tried to contact them and said, oh, you got to do, you can't use this site, go here. Then I went there, you got to have an account there. And I really felt like I, was just violated. And I just decided right then and there, I deleted all the playlists and I took them off. I uninstalled them because I was very, like I said, I felt very violated. But when I told people what I did, they was just shaking their head because they knew about Spotify.
Right. Had you ever had a paid account with them or anything like that?
No, I never had nothing. So it just has left a bad taste in my mouth.
Well, there are others. You could try Deezer. Deezer lets you do the playlist also.
How do you spell that?
Deezer. We'll talk. Yeah, I'll show it later. I'll show it later in the class.
Okay. Yeah.
And and if anyone has questions, these music apps, I have a music app class where we talk a lot about all these different apps too. So there's other choices than Spotify.
Yeah, I was just first I was disturbed, but then I was very sad. I said, here I know you have a class about music. And
Yeah,
fun.
yeah. Go to the music class. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you know, fun with music. I can't have fun with my music because they destroy my confidence.
Yeah.
You know,
well, I mean, that's the thing. I mean, they if you're using them for free, if they make any changes to the app or anything like that, there's not much you can do about it. So anyways, I'm going to go ahead and get started with the class here. All right.
I'm sorry if I took up too much.
That's okay. Welcome everyone on this Saturday morning. It's good to have you here. So I want to welcome you to Get Set Up. We're seniors teaching seniors about technology. Today's class, we're going to talk about how to create playlists, and what they are, how to do them. My name is Donna. I'm your guide today. I was in the IT industry for over 30 years. I enjoy helping people get over their fears of technology. And this session is being recorded. If you wish to get a copy of the recording, you can do so by emailing help@getsetup.io. And we are not paid to promote any of the apps that I'm talking about today. This is strictly just for our own enjoyment and also just to learn about these things. All right, so today we're going to understand what is a playlist, how to create them, why you'd want to create them, learn about the different, how you can add songs to them, where to find playlists that you might like. All right. Is anyone listening to any music apps right now? Does anyone use any? You can go ahead and speak up if you'd like. Nope. Okay. If you have a particular,
should I change? Should I raise my hand?
Well, I think you already spoke. That's funny. Yeah, if anyone's too shy, you can go ahead and put it in the chat box. If you have, good or bad experiences with any of the apps, go ahead and just, let people know, because some people just, they're trying to figure out what to do. Okay, so we're talking about playlists. Did people remember doing mixtapes? I know you don't want to admit it, but yes, we all did that. Usually on the cassettes, you got together, people gave you mixtapes as gifts, you gave them out to other friends and stuff. And then albums usually had 2 good songs on them, and you would just take those two good songs off each album and you'd put them all together on one big cassette. So then when you played your cassette tape, it was all the stuff you liked. You didn't have to worry about all the songs you didn't like. Well, that's what doing a playlist is. Okay. It's just a collection of music around a theme. Now you might ask yourself, why would I want to do a playlist? Well, it has a lot to do with the way music is listened to now. We used to, just put on our albums or our cassettes and just listen to the music. Well, we would make our cassette, our little cassette mixtapes and all that type of thing. Today, the music is streamed. A lot like Netflix. With Netflix, you don't own the movie. You didn't buy the Blu-ray disc or the DVD. You just rent it from Netflix and you stream it. You listen to it from online. Well, the music is the same way today. You're going to stream the music from a service. And when we look at these services, I'm going to use Spotify as an example just because they have a web player and it's easy for me to demonstrate this in the class. But for instance, this is what it looks like when you're looking at these music services. And again, I do have a whole class where we talk about all the major players in this area. So when we look at something like this, you're going to look at, I'm going to look at this rock classics here in the center. If I open this up, this is a playlist. Spotify and all of these places, they have people, this is their job. They create playlists all day long. This is a thing. This is, if you're an artist and you're trying to get a record deal or you're trying to get your music on the radio, you're going to call Spotify and Deezer and iHeartRadio, all the major music app companies, and you're going to try to get on their playlist. So here we have a playlist that's centered around rock classics. It's going to have, this one has it's a long one, 145 songs. It lasts for 11 hours. That's a long long list. But this is what they look like. Okay, it's just a series of songs. Now, the key with this is you didn't make this playlist. Someone else did. Okay. So all of these music apps, when you listen to them for free, they will have ads. So every 4 or 5 songs is going to be an ad. Kind of like it used to be when we used to listen to the radio, right? Just have some ads put in. And then they have a thing called skips. And on free versions on most of these apps, the skips, you get about maybe 4 to 6 skips an hour. And that means if you hit a song you don't like, sometimes you might have a song where you don't want to hear it anymore, and you can just skip it. And when I say skip, when you hit the play button here at the bottom of the screen in the middle, kind of like when you're on a cassette player or something like that, you hit the play button, and the fast forward button, that's the skip. That's where you would skip ahead. They only give you, though, 4 to 6 skips an hour. So if you have too many bad songs in a playlist, you might burn through your hour, and then you'll have to wait to the next hour. Of course, on any of these apps, to get rid of the limit on skips and the ads, you would pay them $10 a month is about the going rate for most of these apps. So,
okay, so Donna, I have a question. So out of these, okay, I'm gonna say I just only want song number 2. Can you do it that way and make your own, as you just take ones from different groups?
Yes. And that's why you would want to do a playlist, because it's almost like back in the days when we'd throw on an album. So you don't like all the songs sometimes in that album, right?
Right.
And that's kind of what this is like, because everyone listens to all these playlists, which is nice. I mean, you can come in here and search, and you can search by the genre of music. You can search by the artist. Now here's you can pop, R&B, rock. You can go by, workout. If you want to work out, there's little workout playlists. So you have a lot of choices of these. They're all themes. And the idea of creating your own playlist is so you can have your own stuff, the stuff you want to listen to, or if you're going to do a playlist for a party or something like that. So that's the reason behind doing playlists. And some of these, playlists can be fun. Sometimes I'm cleaning and I just open up a playlist and play it and just see what comes by. Sometimes I have to hit the skip button. Sometimes there's songs you don't like. So that's in a nutshell why we would want to do a playlist. Does anybody have any questions about that? Okay. All righty. So when you're talking about playlists, you think about the theme that you might have for a playlist. It could just be the songs you like. And I have one of those on Spotify. I just have and by the way, I do not have a paid account with Spotify. I just use it for free. I have a whole bunch of them I use, not just Spotify. I just have a general playlist, I call it, and that's where I throw in, as I hear songs that I like, I just put them in there so I can listen to them later. But you can arrange them any way you'd like to. Maybe it's just by the decade, or maybe one particular artist you like or a group you like. It could be for working out. Maybe you're doing a mixed, I was going to say mixtape, a playlist for working out. Or maybe you want for relaxation or meditation, you want to put together something there. And of course, for a party, the nice thing, the old days, someone would put a CD on, the CD would finish, and then there would be dead silence for a while until someone remembered to go, put something else on the music, right? That happens all the time. The nice thing with these playlists, like we just saw one that lasts 11 hours. I mean, that's a long playlist. So you can make long playlists to just run through your whole party. You won't have to worry about the music at all. And you can time when certain songs are going to come in to create, a nice experience for the people at your party. And of course, your playlist, you could make it for a mood. Maybe you want your uplifting songs. Everyone has those down days, and there's certain songs, we all have them, where the minute you listen to it, you feel much better. It just puts you in a great mood. So though, you could make a group or a playlist of songs like that. All right, so let's take a look at it. We're going to create a playlist. Spotify lets you create them. Deezer lets you create playlists for free. Some of the apps, they don't let you create playlists for free. So it's, you know, they kind of go back and forth on that part. All right. So let me go in here to Spotify. On the left side of the screen, I've got a button that just says create playlist. So I'm just gonna click on the create playlist. And they start off with just a generic title. I can just click on the title and you can change it. I'm just gonna call this the Saturday dance hits or something like that, whatever you want to call it. This might be taken, we'll see. You can put in a little description if you'd like. I'm going to click save. All right. Well, now it says, let's find something for your playlist. You can search if you have a particular song you'd like. You could search for that. However you want to do it. Does anybody have an artist they'd like to put in? We can do that.
Happy by Pharrell Williams.
Oh, Happy? Let's see here. There it is. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, they have a Despicable Me version. Let's see if they have the original. I guess we'll just pick that one. So I can just go ahead and add it at the right side of the screen. They'll have an add button. If our pictures are in the way, you might want to slide them over. So I can add that. I can add, there's some other Happy ones in here too. As you start adding to your playlist, they're going to start, they're going to notice the style of music you're looking for, and they're going to start giving you recommendations. So I'm going to go ahead. I can just add in, I'm just going to add in a couple more songs here. I could also go back to the search. I can search, or let's say I just want to, I'm just going to click on R&B here. Let's say I want to just put in some. I'm looking for some songs. So I can come in here and look and see what they have. They've got the 90s Baby Makers. Some of the playlists have very funny funny titles to them. So I can come in, like here's a playlist here. This is chilled R&B. So I could, if I want to put anything in here, all I have to do is highlight the song, go to the right side of the page. You'll see the 3-dot menu. There's a 3-dot menu. I can click on this song and I can add it to the playlist. So I'm going to add it to my Saturday dance hits. Put it in like that. So I can go ahead and add in different songs. And I'm going to add in a few here.
Oh, okay.
In fact, let me find the dance category. They should have some dance here. There we go, dance.
When you are creating your playlist, does it stay in the order that you put it in?
On the free versions, no. On the paid version, it does. That's my understanding with it. All right, so I'm going to put in some Tina. Is it, oh, this is all Tina. Oh, I guess I clicked on her album. Let me try that again. There we go. So you can come in here. Again, just looking around, happy beats. Let's go in here. That sounds good. You can just come in, add more music as you see, as you see the songs that you want, just throw them in. Let's put a few in here just to get us going. Now that I've got a few in here, oops, I already added it. Now that I've got a few in here, I'm going to go into my playlist. On the left side, I can see my Saturday dance hits. I'm going to click on it. Got a few more songs in here. Now it's going to recommend songs, some more songs. You're just going to look at what you just put in there, and now I'm going to add in more. On the right side, I click on the add button. So I'm just going to add a bunch more songs in here. Now, let's see. I have got 16 songs, 1 hour and 48 minutes. So it keeps a tally. So that's nice too. If you're looking at, creating a large list of songs for a party or something like that, you can definitely see how long it's going to last. Now, this playlist has a big green button. You just hit play when you want to play it. It'll play it right through, starting with the first song all the way to the end. There's a 3-dot menu for the playlist next to the big play button. So I'm going to hit the 3-dot menu. Add to queue, what that means, like I could be sitting here making my playlist and listening to music at the same time. So add to queue means it would be the add to the queue of the songs that you're listening to. I can make this public if I want. If I click on make public, it's going to be visible and searchable by other people on Spotify. And people can like your playlist if they like it. If you don't want it to be visible, just make it secret. By default, when you make a playlist, it will be private. Another thing, I can delete it here if I don't want the playlist anymore. I can share it out. I can copy a link to the playlist. I can email it to someone or text it to them so they can listen to the playlist also. All right, questions about that?
Where do you see the time?
Oh, up right below the title. It's really tiny. It's right here.
Oh.
All the playlists will show you how many songs and how long. So you'll get an idea. So as you're adding them, if you're looking for a certain length, you'll be able to keep a tally. All right, let's look at the first song here. If I go to the right side of the page, I've got, again, the 3-dot menu. I'm going to click on this. Again, add to queue. If I'm just listening to the music, I can queue it up. I can go to the album for this song, go to the artist. You can, that type of thing. You can search for all that stuff. You can save songs to your liked songs. Now that's something with Spotify. They have a little heart button next to any song where you can like it. And when you like it, they have, it's really a playlist that you kind of create on your own of the stuff you liked. Anything you hit that heart button on will go into this little, on the left side, this little liked songs bucket. You can remove a song from this playlist if you'd like to. You can add it to another playlist. So even though you have, say you created a playlist and you put a song in it, you can still take that song and put it into another playlist of yours also. They don't limit you as far as that goes. And you can share out a link to just to the song itself. And you can email or text someone about that song. Any questions about that? And then on my phone, this is the Spotify app, what it looks like. It's got the green dot with the lines. Hopefully our playlist is up there now. It should be. To look for your playlist, you go to library. It says your library. And let's see if it made it. I got to clean up this phone. Here we are. Saturday Dance Hits. So here we have the playlist. If I hit the green button, it'll just start playing on my phone. All the songs that we put in here. I can click on edit the playlist. I can add songs to it. Here's the heart thing I was talking about. If you heart something, it adds it to the liked songs. So you can come in here. Let's see if it'll play this song. I believe on the mobile app, I don't think you can do previews with the free account. You can do the previews possibly on just the web player. Let me see if I could do that. Because this is the problem you were having, Joyce, I think, right?
Well, I mean, I did all of that. I did that. That little circle played the music at the preview, and then I pressed the plus sign, and it would add the music. So everything was already done, and then they just came in and did something else. So I don't,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
it was unnecessary.
Okay. So that's, I think it might be still syncing right now because it's not playing the song. But that's just to show you that whatever you do on one is going to show up on the other, whether you're on the web
Yeah.
player or you're on the app. So it should show up. All right. Questions anyone has? So you can have some fun with this, just creating a different playlist that you might have, in mind. And just to give you some ideas, let's talk about it a little bit, and then we'll look at some other apps that do playlists too. So when you're thinking about organizing your songs, if you're, especially for a party, you want to start with a great song, kind of gives people an idea for where you're going, what type of party this is going to be. You can vary the mood and the tempo in your playlist to keep it interesting to whoever's listening to it. When you have a party, the nice thing with the playlist, you could start with slower songs, kind of in the middle of your party, have your faster, dance on the table songs, and then start slowing down towards the end. If you want to go to sleep, you start with, certain speed of songs, and then slowly, gradually get slower songs to lull yourself to sleep. You might have smooth transitions between songs. You don't want to go from AC/DC to John Denver. It could be a little jarring, unless that's what you're looking for. Some people that's the way they like to relax. You want to go back and forth like that. So just think of what you're going to be doing with the playlist. You don't want, if you're going to be, like for instance, giving a playlist as a gift. I've known people that have done this, just kind of like the mixed tape days. Maybe not too long, not too short for if someone's going to be listening to it. Playlists definitely gear them to your party guests if you're going to have a party. If it's for kids, for instance, of course, you're going to have, kids songs. For adults, think of the decade of music that they would most enjoy listening to. You don't want to have more than one or two songs from the same artist, because then it really sounds like you're playing the artist album. If you have, say, a playlist that has 20 songs in it, 10 of them are Aretha Franklin, it's just going to sound like you're putting on Aretha Franklin album. So you want to kind of mix it up so there's a variety of music and artists on the playlist. And if you are going to play around with doing, letting your playlist go public, anything like that, you give it an interesting title, because that intrigues people to want to click on your playlist. And I'll show you some funny titles in a little bit. We'll take a look at some of these playlists. And it's good to update playlists every now and then. Your ear gets really used to the sound. And I'm sure many of you have experienced this when you listen to especially when we used to do those mixtapes. Your ear anticipates the next sound. You can hear it before it even starts playing. So it's kind of nice to shake it up a little bit and, change the songs out to keep it fresh, so your own body doesn't just get used to it. You want to test out your playlist if it's going to be for walking or running. Some songs you may think it's a great song to walk to, and then you start walking and you're like, nah, I don't like the song. So you'll have to, make adjustments to get that perfect walking or running or workout tape. You can make a playlist collaborative with other people, where you can share songs and go back and forth. You can do that on Spotify. You can do it on Apple Music. Any questions? Let's talk about beats per minute, because I had it on the earlier slide. When we mention beats per minute, we're talking about, like for instance, for a person, it's going to be how you move, your beats per minute. It's going to be how many times when you're running or walking, whatever activity you're doing, how many times does your right foot touch the ground? You can count how many times and then times that by 2, and that will be your beats per minute. We all have certain songs, and you know for yourself which ones they are. When you go out for a walk, it just feels good. It just feels good as you're moving, or if you're dancing to it. And that's because that song matches your own body's beat per minute. So if you're going to be doing workout tapes, anything like that, you'll want to think about that. You know, what kind of beat are you looking for in these songs? So you can count it. You can figure out when you go out for a walk, start counting and figure out what your beat per minute is. If you're going to do relaxation meditation, pick more soothing music. Now, for fun, this you don't have to do this, but I'm going to include in the email. You're going to get this website where you can determine beats per minute. This one's Get Song BPM. When you come into this, it's going to show you what different songs beat per minute are. I'm going to close this ad out. There's some ads on here. It's a little annoying. Okay. So, for instance, we've got, Ed Sheeran's Perfect is 63 beats per minute. Billie Jean, Michael Jackson, 116 beats per minute. Bohemian Rhapsody, 72 beats per minute. Hotel California, Eagles, 75. So you can get an idea, and you can actually search for different songs if you're curious as to what the beats per minute is for that song. And you can listen a little bit. If you click the Spotify button here, it's just going to give you a little preview of the song, just so you can, hear a little snip of it, so you know which song it is. And let's say you're interested in the 116 beats per minute, Billie Jean. So if I click on this, it's going to give me some information about the song. They have a little scale audio profile, which is kind of weird on the left. It says tempo, danceability, energy, acousticness, and then liveness. That's the categories. But what you can do here is you can click on load similar songs, and it's going to show you other songs that are in that 116 beats per minute. So you look here. Now these are mixed genres, so you're going to get rock and R&B. You're going to get a whole mix of songs in here. Just to give you an idea, all of these are around the 117 beats per minute. We Are Family is 117. Graceland, 117. Roy Orbison's You Got It is 117. All of these. So now you have a whole list of songs here that you can pull from if you want to have a workout playlist that you're looking for the same type of speed. These are, the way to find them. Another thing I like about this site, not to get too much into music theory, but they give you the key that the song was in, which is kind of cool. So if you're trying to do, let's say, meditation or relaxation, in music, if the key has a tiny M in it, it's a minor, tends to be a little more sadder in sound. If it has no M, if it's just, like this one's just in the key of A, major is brighter. So if you're looking to set a mood or something with meditation or relaxation, you could think of the key too. So you could play around with this. You could have, you could vary the tempos or keep them the same, have the same key, play around with the sound that way if you want. In the upper right-hand corner at the menu on the top, they have an activity button. I'm going to just select running. And here you can filter a little bit more because the other screen mixed all the genres. Let's say you want a specific style of music. You can come in here and like say the beats per minute, we had 116. So I'm going to select that. Now I can select the genre here. So what do I want to walk, work out to, meditate to? So they've got all types of music here that you can select. So you can, put in whatever you want. So let's say if I put country in here, I could pick decades, do like the 70s. Song length, you can put in your minimum song length. The duration, now that's 60 minutes. If you put in a longer duration, you'll get more songs. But you figure each song is about 5 minutes. So let's just put in, I'll put in 180 to get a longer list here. And you can do random, or you can do the top songs. So I guess I'll give you more of the hits. If I hit get songs, now I should get a grouping of songs in that beat around the 116. Let's see what they come up with. Here we go. So I've got all of these now are in the 70s. So this is the way you can get a list in a specific genre. If you want, rock or country, R&B, whatever you're looking for, you can get it. And all of these are, around 116, 117. There's one at, that's one, yeah, they're all 116 or 117. That's just something for fun I'm just throwing in there for people who are trying to do something really specific. If you are, looking for you want to have a certain, playlist for maybe meditation, that type of thing. Anyone have any questions? All right, other places. Let me show you some other people that are in this area. iHeartRadio looks like the heart. You probably think when you think of iHeartRadio, you might think of the big music festivals they do and that type of thing. It is they have a big radio presence, but they do have an app, and the app does radio, podcast, and music. So when you come in here, at the bottom of the page, they have things broken down. They have a radio button, so you can find all the radio, podcast button, and then on the lower right-hand corner, there's a playlist button. So you can go and see their playlists. They have them broken up. They do a lot of these apps do this, where once they get a feel for the type of music you're listening to, they will do, like, this one's your weekly mixtape. They'll create little playlists for you based on what you've been listening to. Some of them can be pretty good. They have a section here, moods and activities. These type of menus, scroll to the left. You can always scroll with your finger to the left to find more. So here you can see they've got love, sleep, focus, gaming, cooking. They have cooking playlists, so you can, I like the name stir fry. You can have a stir fry playlist. Cooking with the family. Now this should look similar to what we just saw on Spotify. You just have the big play button. You just click play. It will play through the list. I think, yes, iHeartRadio, on the free version, they do not let you preview the music at all. Well, maybe, let's see if they'll do it. Yeah, I think you have to. Yeah, now they're going to put me in an ad. Okay. So it looks like it's going to start playing. This is what we're talking about with the ads, with the when you're with these apps for free. Let's see, but yeah, it's forcing me to go through it. Anybody have any questions while we're sitting here waiting for this? All right, now it's going to let me go. Okay, so continue listening. They're always trying to sell you the trials. So you cannot preview here, but if I go to the 3-dot menu, I'm going to click on this. You can add to playlist. I do have a playlist here, so that they do let you for free do playlist here on iHeartRadio. You can check them out. You will have the same thing. You'll have ads, and you're just like right now, we have to sit through an ad. You'll have ads. You will have some type of limitation on skips per hour.
Question. If you're making these playlists and you have you have your own personal list of songs, can you add those without going through all that list?
You mean like if you have a particular
Yes,
song?
particular song and you know the name of it. Can you
Yeah, you
add it
can
to the list?
search. Yeah,
You can
you should be able
search.
to search. Let me go in here. Like, you can search for a particular song. Like, let's say, I guess I need to, oh, that's probably too, someone else has a respect song. Let's say I want this. I'll just pick this song. So this is a whole playlist. Okay. All right. Yeah. So I can take any, like, let's say I looked up Chain of Fools. And at this point, I can add it to a playlist. So I only have one playlist, so I could just click on my playlist and add it to it. So now that my playlist I just added that one. You'll see right now. Now my playlist has 3 songs in it. So yeah, you can do that. So it works very similar. Now that you see how I did it, we did it on Spotify. When you look at some of these other apps, they really do use the same template. It's kind of funny because they do look a lot alike. Decades, and this is another thing too. They break down playlists by decades. So let's say you want songs of the 60s, you could click on the decades one. Now they're going to show you all these playlists that will have songs from the 60s. So they break it all down. All right, another app to look at, YouTube Music. It's got the YT Music, a circle with the play button in the middle. This is owned by Google. And it's been active for 8 months, maybe, something like that. They have their workout, focus, relax. So if you say you want to relax, you can click on the relax button. You can see all the relaxing playlists that they have for you to listen to. Let me go back to home. Again, just lots of playlists. This is YouTube, so they do have videos and live performances, which makes it a little different than the other apps. If you're into video, you might want to check out this app. So you can see all the different songs. And let me see if I have a playlist here. I'll just open up one of these, grab a song. Oh, yeah. I've got a test playlist. I believe they only let you create one playlist. Like if I put it in there, it added it. But let me see. I think if I go to add a second playlist, it won't let me do that, I think. Oh, maybe it will. I'll be original and call that one test 2. Let's see. No, it let me do it. Okay. One of them, I get them confused. One of them won't let me do a second playlist, but they did. They let me do that. So, so YouTube is another option. You can go ahead and create playlist here also. And, it's the same. One comment I've heard about YouTube is the ads are shorter. They've got the shortest ads. I don't know if that's true or not, but someone had mentioned it, that they felt like they were shorter. Deezer, this is another one to take a look at. It's got the black circle with the bars here.
Does Deezer have ads?
Yeah, they'll all have ads if you're doing them for free. They have to make money somehow. So you either have the ads or you're going to pay and all of them are for like an individual. They're all $10 a month. That's what they all are. Pretty much, I think that's what it is. Deezer, when you sign up on Deezer, they ask for your 3 favorite artists, so they get a feel for what you like to listen to. So I'm going to go under the music section here. Let me just open up one of these playlists. So you can see what it looks like. All right. So this is playlist here. It's playing right now. So let's see if I wanted to add this one. Yeah, I've got a test one here. Let me scroll down a little bit. There we go. Let's just grab a different playlist so we can look at it. Pop All Stars. Again, the big red play button to play it. Now they'll say to you that this is who it contains. If I click on that part, now it's going to show me who's in here. And to play a specific, see here, to play a specific track, you need Deezer Premium. So they don't let you play individually. You just have to play the entire playlist. But the 3-dot menu, if I come in here and I want to add this song to a playlist, I can add it to the test one that I have. So it looks like it added it.
So you have to look at the whole, you have to listen to each song.
Yeah, they don't let you preview. You just got to listen to the whole playlist on Deezer. Yeah. But you can play playlist. You can do playlists. Apple Music, I'm really not sure. Unless if anyone uses Apple Music, you can go ahead and chime in if you'd like to talk about your experiences with Apple Music. Does anybody have Apple Music?
I think Apple Music you have to pay. Like
Yeah,
everything with Apple.
Yep. Yeah. They're would you like you just say like anything with Apple? Unfortunately, they don't do a free tier. I would review them if I had a free tier, but no. So because Apple Music, I have an Android phone, but you can do Apple Music on Android if you want to. But I don't have a free tier, so I can't show you them. TuneIn Radio is another one to look at. So there are options, for doing playlists across some of these other apps. So if
What about Amazon?
Oh, Amazon. Yes. Well, Amazon, that's a good question. Because Amazon doesn't really have a free version. Because they're well, actually, I shouldn't say that. I think their Amazon Music lets you do a trial. They have a trial period, which is like 3 months for their Amazon Music Unlimited. And then it's $10 a month, but it's $8 a month if you're a Prime member. And then Prime members, if you're a Prime member, you get Amazon Prime Music for free. That comes with your membership. And in there,
you can just download them because I have that and I've never used it.
Yes, you just have to go to. Let me go back to the. It's a blue dot, Amazon Music. Yeah. So once you sign in, since you're a Prime member, you're already going to have the music's going to be there. The Prime.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So Amazon's another one that doesn't really have a free version. But if you have Amazon Prime or you pay for it, you're going to have unlimited skips and you're going to have no ads and you'll be able to do playlists.
Okay.
All of these, all the restrictions are lifted, of course, if you pay them $10 a month. That's how the world is right now.
Yes,
This is what happened.
So that
right.
means if you got Amazon, you can download.
Yep, you can offline. Yep, you can offline the music and everything. It's a full paid version, just like any of these other apps. Yeah. Yeah. So you can offline music. If say you're going to go travel somewhere, you can offline it. You can do playlist, all that stuff. All right. So let me go to music on this one.
Mhm. If you have it on your phone, can you sync it to your radio and play it in your car? Okay. And how do you do that?
You just go on your phone to your settings under Bluetooth.
Okay.
Open up your Bluetooth section and pair. There should be you should have something where it says pair device.
Right.
Open that up in your car. In your car, the name of I guess the car name shows up or something will show up, and then you click on it and you should be able to pair to the speakers in your car.
Okay. So if
that doesn't happen, go ahead.
Go ahead. I'll listen to you.
If nothing shows up, then you're gonna have to look in your car manual to see how you turn on Bluetooth. And it should be on, but if it's not, by some chance, you might have to see. You'll have to go through. They all have those panels where you have to, menus that you have to go through. You might have to turn it on if it doesn't. If nothing shows up when you go to pair.
Okay, thank you.
And then if that doesn't work, next time you get an oil change, ask someone. Ask someone why your Bluetooth isn't working. All right. So we've got TuneIn. I select TuneIn Radio. This app does everything. It's got sports, local radio, news. It's the whole thing. The music section again. Here's your the playlist that we're talking about. Let's see, country hits. I'll just click on this one. Now with this one, I can play. I can't see. I don't think they let me see the songs. You just play. So this one's a little restrictive in that respect. So you can only just listen to the playlist. I'm going to get out of that. And one other thing to note, I'm going to go back to Spotify real quick here. Once you have I have just a generic playlist where when I'm listening to something, you can always just add the song to one of your playlists as you're listening. Because I know for myself, I don't play that game anymore. Oh, I'm going to remember the song and I'll put it in later. I don't even try that game anymore. I just instantly add it to my playlist as I'm listening to it. When it comes up, if it's a song I like, I just go and put it right in. And there's two ways. You could just click on the little heart button if you want, or you can actually put it in the playlist. So I'm just going to open up Classic Oldies here. It's a little slow today. Any other questions? Let me look in the chat.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
I use YouTube videos mainly, and I've created many playlists, and there's way too many, so it's kind of a nightmare. Do you have any ideas on how I can reorganize playlists? Can I merge one with another or rename and that?
Yeah, I mean, you could just consolidate and, moving like you said, moving some songs all into one particular playlist and get rid of the ones that you don't listen to or you don't like. Yeah.
So I have to go song by song. I can't take one playlist and copy it within another playlist.
Oh yeah, you should be able. Yes, and I think you can.
Oh, okay.
Go to the 3-dot menu for the actual playlist, and you can add it to another playlist. I believe you should be able to do that. See if that selection's there for the. Now, for instance, let's say I'm listening to a song. Oh, this one's got "I've Got You, Babe."
Oh my goodness.
There's a flashback, huh?
Yeah, that is.
Whoa, my head just spun around. That's an oldie. Now let's say I'm listening. It's playing right now. You can see it moving. Now let's say I'm listening to this. I can heart it, and that will put it in my liked songs bucket, so it'll be there for later. Or if I really have if I have a lot of playlists, I can go to the 3-dot menu in the upper right-hand corner here, And then I can just click on add to playlist, and then I can go and put it. I have one called general where I just put all the songs in, and then you can throw it in there and it's there. So you have that option as you're listening. And this way, you know, because I know for myself, I'm not going to remember 20 minutes later to put that thing in a playlist. I won't know that. I won't remember the song. So, all right, let me look at the chat real quick. And Deezer, Deezer, like I just showed you, there's a lot of similarities to these music apps. You may have noticed that the themes are pretty much, they all look alike, I think. They just have different, certain things with the free accounts that they won't let you do. All right. So any other questions anyone has? Oh, my slide's not filled up.
Donna,
Mm-hmm.
I have a question. This is Eileen.
Hi.
Hi. On the Amazon, can you sync it to Alexa? The Echo
Oh, yeah.
Dot?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. If you're using Alexa, if you're already an Amazon Prime member, Alexa's going to pull music from that.
Oh, okay. Okay,
And if you subscribe to the Amazon Music Unlimited, same thing. Alexa's going to know and pull from that music.
Okay. Thank you.
All righty. I want to thank everyone for coming today. If you have any, is there a question, Pam, or anyone? No.
Yeah, I have a question. Which one do you like the best? If I'm kind of confused where to start.
Yeah, I try to listen to all of them a little bit here and there just so I can learn a little bit about them. One thing I do like about Spotify is right when I'm going to go out for my walk, they'll have me listen to a 30-second ad, and then it's ad free for a half hour. So that's nice. I do like that part. I don't know. There's different ones. I like the iHeartRadio. I think some of the playlist names are kind of funny and, just fun to listen to the different ones. Deezer has really nice daily mix things because they know what my music I like to listen to. They create these nice mix playlists for me to listen to, and those can be fun. I don't know. There's, the nice thing with these is you can try them out. If you don't like it, you can just uninstall it off your phone, try another one to see what fits for you. I mean, to me, they're very similar, all of them, really.
But you could do your own playlist for Deezer too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
Deezer you can. Yeah.
All right. I'll see what happens.
The only thing I know with Spotify, though, I've heard people say this, that if you do subscribe and then you try to use the free version afterwards, it's difficult. That's what I have heard people say. So, if you're going to test it out, the subscription, just know that you may never be able to go back to that free level that you had before. So that's the one thing I've heard about with Spotify, and the others may do that too. I don't know. So, all right. So I do have the music class, the music apps class, if you want to go and you'll learn more about all of these apps and the pricing and that type of thing that they have. You'll get an email at the end of this that has a feedback form. Go ahead and fill out the feedback form. If you have any class ideas you'd like to put in, go ahead and put those in. And I'm looking for people interested in music and art. If you have interest like that and would like to come and contribute to the community, put in the feedback that you'd like Donna to contact you about that. And we have an invite a friend feature on your phone. You can share out and let other friends know about Get Set Up. And you can, in your email, you can click to tell other people about the class. And also we have a class, I think I just said all this stuff. Okay, you can request the recording at help@getsetup.io. Help@getsetup.io is probably the best bet to go with any of your questions, and you will get that answered. All right, now thank you everyone for coming today.
Okay. Thanks very much.
Hope this was helpful. All right, everyone. Thank you. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, everyone. Bye-bye.
All right. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
You're welcome.